Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News channel. All right, we're going to talk about Cosmos Atom, continuing with our series, and how much of it do you have to actually be a millionaire in the next bull run. Atom right now is $13.59 at $3.2 billion market cap. So the thing is, it's number 23. I expect it to be a candidate for the top 10, maybe a little bit higher, but probably top 10 in the next bull run. So let's actually look at what market cap it has to have to actually get into the top 10 in the next bull run. Climbing from 23 to top 10 is a pretty big feat. I expect it to easily pass ETC, LTC, TRX maybe, and a couple of the others. But, and of course I think it will pass Shiba. But, some of the others like BNB, ADA, maybe XRP, Solana, they'll climb as well. So we'll have to see if Atom can get into the top 10, what market cap will it actually have? If you look at the historical snapshot of May 2021, which is for altcoins the peak. I know Bitcoin's peak was actually in November, but most altcoins actually peaked around May. So if you look at top 10 in May, and I'm going to look at number 11 because Tether doesn't really count, it's a stable coin. Basically, number 11 last time was Chainlink at $21 billion. So you'd have to get past $20 billion in order to get to the top 10 in the last bull run. In this bull run, I'm going to guess it's going to be about 2.5 to 3 times that to get in the top 10. So you need a market cap of at least 50 billion to get into the top 10. A market cap of 50 billion basically would put each atom, assuming the supply remains somewhat constant, at around 16 times the price it is right now. So each atom, $13 times $16, that would roughly be like $210, $220. So you'd look at $220 Atom or Cosmos. Now, if you were able to move past everything else and get into the top 5, which I think is possible, but a little bit of a stretch considering you have other top candidates. I don't think it'll get past Bitcoin, Ethereum, or BNB, but you might be able to get some of the others. At number 5, you'd have to have $56 billion in the last bull run. You multiply it by 2.5, maybe about $120, $130 billion this time to get into the top 5. At top 5 status, at $130 billion, you would have to go about 40x right now. And that would roughly be about $520. So Atom, if you think it's going to get into the top 10, or top 5 would take about $520, and top 10, as we said before, would actually take about, $200. So, well, yeah, a little over $200 versus $520. So essentially, somewhere between $200 and $520. So conservatively, you actually want about $200 per atom. For $1 million, you would need about 5,000 of them. For if you get to about $500, you would obviously need 2,000 of them. So somewhere between 2,000 and 5,000 if you believe Atom is poised for exponential growth. Like I said, I know some of you maxis will think it's going to get to number 1 or number 2 or number 3. I don't think that's a big enough possibility for me to actually consider, but I think number 5 is probably the limit of where I place the capabilities of Atom, and then somewhere between 5 and 10, so between $200 and $500 in the next bull run, because I do think Atom will be one of those explosive growth coins that can get from top 25 into the top 10. Now, I know for those of you that think it's going to overtake Bitcoin or Ethereum, I really don't think so. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Bitcoin and Ethereum, but it's going to be really, really hard to take over their market and take over their market cap. Now, we know that Osmosis is growing, so you might want to look at that. That might even be a higher multiplier than Atom, and there's a lot of things being built in Osmosis, and all of Osmosis, of course, is built on the Cosmos blockchain. Interoperability is going to be big in the next bull run, and I do believe Atom will play a central role in terms of interoperability. So that's why I'm looking at a That's really why I'm looking at a price of $200 to $500 for Atom if it has that explosive growth potential. So I would be looking at somewhere between 2,000 and 5,000 Atom to actually be a millionaire in the next bull run. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. Hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.